Last night, I don't know what was going on with this upgrade, but I couldn't sleep at all. I was on a natural high and I couldn't come down. I didn't think I was going to be able to come and do this show because I didn't get no sleep, but I felt great. And I know April 28th is a full moon, so I may be feeling the effects of it for another upgrade. Told you to do your research about the Ascension upgrade. So many people are feeling so many different symptoms, and you're not crazy. And I just want to remind people about the essay contest with the 2 DVD that you can watch, and it's going to really empower you. And you write a great essay about it, what you learn, what empower you, inspire you, help you to heal from within. The first prize is $2,000 worth of outfit. The second is $1,000. The fifth is $500. You can use it for yourself or any one you choose to. So I just wanted to remind you, and you can go on my website, on my Facebook, and get all the details. Now, this show is about you. Have you been hiding your power or afraid to own it? You need to really think about that, because the Creator said, Psalm 82, verse 6, you are God's children of the Most Highest. And another verse that I use on my business card, 2 Timothy, verse 1:7. And I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but the Creator said, I gave you power. And this is what this topic is about. We all have spiritual gifts, talent, power, but we don't believe it because we're so caught up in the matrix, this false illusion that we live in on the third dimension, got you convinced you are powerless. And the people that are controlling have this great power, but you are powerless. And that's what they want you to believe, because they cannot control powerful people. The movie, The Matrix, was demonstrating all of this to you. Neil did not believe he was the one until the end. Now, what I want to talk about is there's so many things you can learn to do to develop your gifts, your talent, your power that was given to you by the Creator. Now, you know by now, I had 2 boutiques designing custom-made and ready-made outfits. Great business. Only completed the 9th grade, didn't go to business school, didn't go to any fashion institute. I already was created with the talent, the gift, and I did it. And I was on different shows. My fashion been in other countries. I've been at the famous Apollo, the Cotton Club. A lot of the colleges used to rent my clothes to put on their fashion show, and other people with their fundraising event. And I love designing clothes. But the spiritual aspect, I did not see it coming. I never thought I would be writing 5 spiritual, healing, empowering books. Most of it is based on my life experience, my pain, my fear, my anger, my low self-esteem, everything that just about everybody can relate to. And the book Why, Part 2, will be released the end of this month, April 2017. And it takes you even deeper into journaling so you can heal. Because your gifts, your talent, your power is there. You just have to remove what is blocking it. Now, as far as psychic ability, we all have it. I know you thought about somebody you haven't seen in maybe years, and all of a sudden you see them or they call you. Psychic connection. And you know things, but you don't know how you know it. And the thing about the psychic ability, I think it frightens a lot of people because I have to be very careful who I interact with, because people who know me kind of afraid of me. I can see through the lies. I can see through their persona. And I just know things. Now, some people call me, they heard about me, they want me to do psychic reading. I know that's not what my gift is for. I'm here to make you aware you have your own psychic abilities. You just have to develop them. One thing you can do, stop looking at so much negative things on TV and the radio and the music, because it keeps you on a low frequency. And you got to be very careful what you are eating, because they put so much chemicals in the food. And I talked about that on other shows. But as far as my psychic ability, I felt I always had it. I didn't enter and understand what I was seeing, what I was feeling, but it happens. Now, 9/11, I had the vision of 9/11 6 years before it happened. I told some people, they thought I was a little out there. Nobody believed me until that day. And when I have visions, I don't get a date and a time. But when something I had a vision of is about to happen, I get a feeling that it's going to happen now. And I was down there on 23rd Street and 6th Avenue the day of 9/11. I will be writing about that whole experience in part 2 of the Why book. Some of my visions are in my other 4 books. I'm going to mention some of them, but I'm not going to give you all the detail. It will be too long. And it is so much. Now, my ex-mother came to my house, and she was telling me about her sister who had MS. At that time, it had to be about 10 years now. And all of a sudden, I told her sister did not have MS. She looked at me like I was a little crazy. I never met her sister. Her sister lived in the South. And she was in a wheelchair. And they've been treating her for MS for about 10 years now. So I left it as that. She called me about maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, said her sister had a health issue, but she went to a different doctor. And they did the examination and told her she did not have MS. Because I asked her, when did your sister started having these symptoms? She said, when our mother died. And you know, I call it transition because I don't believe in death. And I'm not afraid of it. And that's when she created those symptoms. But she apologized to me because she said the other doctors say she never had MS. And I haven't heard from her since, so I don't know how she's doing. Did she get better or what? Now, the other thing, when I was hired in the gay community to do workshops, and this is the females, and I'm telling them about the power in the hand, because your hands have chakras too, and that we can heal. That's why when a child get hurt and run to the mother, and when she hugs the child feels better. So as I'm doing this workshop, all of a sudden, one of the ladies was having a seizure. It freaked me out, and it freaked everybody else out. But everybody is now looking at me. And I said, okay, Creator, because the Creator works through us. I told the audience to focus on her third eye, which is the pineal gland. Send her healing, love, energy. I said, because y'all got to help me here. And I was guided how to move my hand around her head. And a couple of minutes, she was fine. And when she came out of it, I couldn't understand what she was saying. So her partner said she was thanking me. I thought she was going to go to the hospital, but she said, no, I'm fine. And we all went out for dinner that day, and she had no problems. And I don't know if you saw the Hallmark movie titled Healing Hands. Great movie. And you have to learn how to trust your intuition, because that's what it really is. It knows. The Creator knows what it gave you, but you got to use it. When I had the slip and fall in 2005 and had to go in therapy for about a year, they're working on my shoulders, and I couldn't put this hand up at all. It was so much pain. So I told my doctor, there's something torn in my shoulder. He kept saying the MRI and the X-ray did not show anything was wrong. After almost a year, I told him if he wasn't going to go and open it up, I will find another doctor because I knew my intuition was on point. And I have great respect for him. He did do the operation. Once I came to, he told me, you was right. The MRI and the x-ray did not pick it up. He said, we found two things wrong. I had a torn ligament. That was really why I was in so much pain. But he said he was sorry. So this is things you got to think about. Now, you have to learn how to trust your intuition. We so programmed what the media say, what the politicians say, what the doctors say, what was passed down traditional through family, and a lot of it was not good. So this is about you, not me. And there's plenty of books that you can get to teach you how to develop that power within you. You got to be ready. You got to be consistent with the practice, and it does work. And there's plenty great clips on YouTube with different techniques. Now, just because something on the internet don't mean you have to believe everything you see or you hear, just like with the media. It's the same thing. Same thing with teachers. Some of them say some good things, sound good, and some things, it's not. That's why I teach people in my workshop, you have to get in tune with your higher self. And when you listening to someone or you're reading something, is it resonating with your soul? That's when you know it's on point. Now, the other thing, my son, I wrote about it in part 1 of the White Book, how he got arrested with a friend. And I told him, maybe a month before this happened, I even told him what street it was going to happen on. And I even told him the outcome. And when people read that story in the book, they was blown away. And like I say, the details are in the books. Now, right after the 9/11, I had a vision of the South Ferry crashing. And I was kind of confused. So I called my girlfriend, because I tell her when I have these visions. And so she said, well, is it going to be like a 9/11 event? I said, no, this has to do with water, and it won't be as devastating as the 9/11. So when it happened, she called me, and she said, turn on your TV. It happened. Now, this one with Whitney Houston, I had a vision. She had a miscarriage, but nobody knew she was pregnant. And I was like, wow. And the thing about it, in the vision, she was hurting. She was crying. She was hurting. So when I told my girlfriend about the vision, so she said, well, maybe her and Bobby is breaking up, and this is what she said about it. I said, no, no, no. This is deeper. This is a motherly thing. But nobody knew she was pregnant at that time. So I think about 2 weeks later, my girlfriend called me and said, turn on the news. Whitney Houston had a miscarriage. That was, yeah. And I don't had so many visions of family members and friends that had cancer before they knew they had cancer. It's in the books. And I had this vision about this airplane crash. Everybody was killed. I think it was in the early 90s. And I think it was the flight 740 something. But I was thinking maybe that vision had something to do with a time. I called my girlfriend, told her about the vision, and she got a little concerned because myself, my daughter, and my grandson, we was going down south on a plane. But I told her, no, it's not the plane we're going to be on. So we went south. It felt good. On the way, when we got back, that's when I started feeling uncomfortable that whatever that vision was about, it's about to happen. So about a couple of days later, my girlfriend called me, and she said, turn on the news. And what I thought had to do with a time, it was a flight number. And it was the same airline we were on. And everyone was killed. And don't think I have had visions of things what we call not good happening. And it turned out that I was able to warn the person and avoid whatever was going to happen. And one thing I want to share with you about the vision of my grandson being raped. This was very uncomfortable for me. And the vision, the strange people was there, didn't make sense to me. But my daughter was taking him down south to meet her boyfriend family. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to share this with my daughter because she know I have vision and it come true, it would have freaked her out. So my mentor cousin called me and I shared it with her and she told me how to have him along with me saying positive affirmation that he is safe, the divine creator, protecting him. And we did it for about 2 weeks. When my daughter called to come pick him up from school to go on that trip, he had came home from school and he said, look, Grandma, he had the chicken pox. And I was so happy because now he can't go. And what happened, she did go. She called me later that night and asked me how was he doing. I said, oh, he had fun all day. She said, what do you mean? I said, he was outside playing with the other children. She said, but he has chicken pox. I said, it cleared up. There is a higher power. And I can go on and on with so many visions. I saw the earthquake that New York is going to have if we don't raise that frequency. Okay? So stay tuned. We'll do another part at some time on psyche abilities, but plenty of information out there and some of the things you can do to start developing. Eat healthy, organic food and be around positive people. Watch positive things. Do positive things, and that will help you. So listen to the clip that I'm going to insert. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I'm Jordan Bach. I hear from people all the time saying, how can I harness my intuition? Do I have an intuition, or is that just for psychics? And my answer is no. Every human being has an intuition. If you've ever walked into a room or met someone and felt, something's off here. Or you'll get a feeling sometimes it says, you know what, I should call someone. I should call my friend. And then they call you. That's your intuition picking up messages. So how can you really fully develop your intuition and harness its power to allow you to live the best life that's really possible for you? It's simply breathing deeply, getting in touch with your breath. Inhale right now, do it right now. Inhale deeply and exhale. Now my question to you is, when you took that inhale, did your belly expand? So put your hand on your belly and take a deep breath in. As your diaphragm fills with air, as you inhale, your belly should expand. And as you exhale, your belly should fall. In this culture, I think, where everyone wants to be skinny and lean, if you are wearing a tight t-shirt, chances are you're gonna walk around all day kind of pulling in your tummy a little. It's a massive disservice to your intuition and to your sense of peace and calm and power that you carry with you through the day, because you're not connected to your breath. Your body holds wisdom. Your body holds an incredible amount of wisdom, and your body talks to you. Your body talks to you. As you breathe deeply, you can consciously allow tension to drop away from your body. If you scan your body right now as you're watching this, where are you holding tension? In your face, in your shoulders, in your neck, in your belly, in your back, in your legs? Where are you holding tension? Take a deep breath in, allow your belly to expand, and as you exhale, your belly falls, and allow the tension to melt away. When you do this, you become an open and clear vessel for your body to talk to you. When you are breathing in a way that's open, free, and calm, and your body is relaxed, when you walk into a room or meet someone, listen to what your body says. Something's off here. Or, I like the way that person makes me feel. Let me talk to them more. Or, maybe you're just sitting on your couch or on your bed. As your body's open and you're breathing, you can think about some choices that lay ahead of you, whether it's about leaving a relationship or staying in it, getting a new job. What does your body say? Allow your body to speak to you. That's the surest way that you can really begin to tune into your intuition. And it's free. You can do it right now. You've already been doing it if you've watched this long. Sending you lots of love wherever you are in the world. Cheers.